Ever get frustrated waiting for your AI assistant to answer a question? You know that lag time is a real challenge in the world of AI. But a company called Cerebras Systems is shaking things up a little bit. They're taking on those big industry giants like Nvidia, and they're aiming to revolutionize AI. And their focus is on something called high-speed inference. Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. Inference is basically how quickly a trained AI model can give you results. Imagine asking your AI to write you a poem, and instead of waiting, minutes, it's done in seconds. That's the kind of speed that Cerebras is promising. And they claim to be 10 to even 70 times faster than traditional methods. So how are they doing this? Well, they've built these specialized processors called Wafer-Scale Engines, which are basically these massive single chips, and they're designed to handle complex AI workloads without breaking a sweat. I mean, it's like having a superhighway for data compared to the dirt roads of traditional processors. And they're not just talking the talk. Cerebras is building this network of AI data centers specifically designed for high-speed inference. They're even partnering with major players like Hugging Face, and they're making their technology accessible to millions of developers. And this partnership with Hugging Face, I mean, this is a big deal. Hugging Face is like the GitHub for AI. It's where developers go to share and collaborate on models. So by making their technology easy to use on this platform, Cerebras is really opening the door for widespread adoption of high-speed inference. But, it's not just about making things faster for the sake of it. There are some really compelling reasons why this speed boost really matters, especially as AI models become more and more complex. Think about self-driving cars. They rely on AI to make those split-second decisions to avoid obstacles, navigate traffic, and keep, passengers safe. And if that AI is slow, well, the consequences could be, disastrous. High-speed inference could be the key to making those autonomous vehicles, truly reliable and safe. Or imagine AI-powered medical diagnoses. So instead of waiting days or weeks for test results, a doctor could get instant insights from an AI that analyzes medical images in real time. I mean, that kind of speed could really revolutionize healthcare. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Cerebras is claiming that their technology can run these really powerful AI models at a fraction of the cost. At a fraction of the cost compared to traditional methods. That could be a huge game changer for businesses and researchers who want to use AI, but they're limited by, budget constraints. So some people might say, well, what about Nvidia? I mean, they're the leader in AI hardware, right? And that's true. Nvidia is a giant in the industry. But Cerebras is betting that their focus on high-speed inference is going to give them, a competitive edge. They're carving out a niche by specializing in this, specific area, rather than trying to compete with Nvidia on every single front. Speaking of carving out a niche, there's another interesting aspect to this whole story. Cerebras is building most of its data centers right here in the United States. This kind of taps into this growing concern about AI sovereignty, which is basically the idea that countries want more control over their own AI infrastructure and their own data, and by offering this high-speed inference on American soil. Cerebras is appealing to companies and organizations that prioritize data security and national interests. So what does all this mean for you? As AI, becomes more intertwined with our lives, like from those AI assistants that we all rely on to, even more sophisticated applications, like self-driving cars and, personalized medicine. Speed is going to be so important. I mean, nobody wants to wait for their car to make a life or death decision on the highway or, for their doctor to get those potentially life-saving insights. Cerebras is really betting big on this future where every millisecond counts. And they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI. And, they're kind of forcing everyone in the industry to rethink their approach. It's still early days, and only time will tell if they can really challenge NVIDIA's dominance. But one thing's for sure, they're making a bold statement about the future of AI. They're not just talking about, incremental improvements. They're aiming for like a paradigm shift, a world where AI is not just intelligent, but also incredibly fast and responsive. So the next time you're waiting for your AI to catch up, just remember, there are companies like Cerebras out there working tirelessly to make that wait a thing of the past. They envision a future where AI is so fast and seamless that we won't even remember what it was like to wait at all.